All right, welcome everybody. We are back for our last Fortnite match of the day. We have our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on the Storm from Hillsboro, Oregon. So all the way across the country. They're running a little bit late over there. They just reached out to me, said that their last match was running about 10 or 15 minutes late. So we'll get them up here shortly. Hopefully when we can get this thing rolling. We have our Horde Gold Fortnite team here. We have from left to right, Aldenhammer, Barebow Fraggins, Gorilla 152, and Mighty Coldbug. So we've got a good team here. They did manage to get one win on this season so far, and I feel a second win coming on. I think they got a really good strategy for this week. So we're going to kick into some commercials and then hopefully kick into some matches here shortly once I can get everything coordinated with the team out there in Oregon. And we'll be right back after this.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling pain.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glory. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you a what army? We about to go live for me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
Come on, the grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We giving it.
Time for the fireworks.
We put in work.
Fire in the hole.
They say that you can see the devil.
And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Here we go.
Was a girl who wasn't quite like everyone else. She loved riding her bike and going on adventures, and she was always getting into mischief. Then one day, with a little help from Dad, she turned that mischief into the yummiest, crunchiest snacks around. It seemed like the whole town was hungry for something new. The little Utz girl loved sharing the crunchy snacks her family made together, because they knew just being yourself is the funnest adventure of all. Utz, the crunch that connects us all.
All right, so we're back. The just talked to the team out there in Hillsboro, Oregon. They're running an Overwatch match that's running over a little bit right now. So we're just waiting for them. But the boys are in there heavily engaged in some strategy conversations. So it's fun to see. I walked in there and I think I interrupted their meeting. So I kindly just backed away and let them continue their discussion. You kind of saw I played a Nuts commercial there. They've been kind enough to donate some money. We'll be using that money later in the season for a pizza party for the boys during our season-ending awards ceremony. So we'll also be keeping the advertisement up here. Sorry, I'm not a weatherman. It's hard to point. They make it look far easier than it actually is. Yeah, we've got some had some great matches today. We haven't come out with a win yet, so counting on the Horde Silver team here to hopefully right this ship and get us at least one win on the day. We could really use it. So we'll be right back. Stick with us. We'll be back after these messages. Hopefully get this match synced up and running.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit Siva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to get.
All right, so we're back. I did finally get them pulled into the match, so we should be starting here momentarily. I apologize for the delay. They had a match run over their previous one, so we'll get this thing kicked off soon. Please stick with us, and we'll hopefully be right back with some Fortnite action. All right, and we are back and dropping into the game here with our gold Fortnite Horde team. Again, we got Gorilla 152, Aldenhammer, Mighty Coldbug, and Barebow Fraggins. Currently watching Aldenhammer here. Collecting, he's got some splash shugs there. Found a rifle. Let's swap over to CNH Gamer PC4, Gorilla 152. Right, he's adjusting his settings. This is Mighty Coldbug. Getting those all-important mats. And Barebow Fraggins here. He's topped up on shields at this point. So he's got a couple rifles there. He's got some bandages. The Horde have been working hard on mute some of these. There we go. All right, swap over to CNH Gamer PC4 here. All right, this is... All right, I'm getting some game noise coming in from the stream. Gorilla 152 following him here. PC5 is Aldenhammer. Doing a good job staying together. I like the action. I like what's happening here. Gamer PC6, Mighty Coldbug. You see him collecting the stone and brick. All right, swapping over to 7 here. Barebow Fraggins. Looks like they might be mapping out where they want to set their fort up. They're going to be playing kind of a bunker mode here. One thing that they've had challenges with thus far is staying together once the action starts happening. So we found in the practices that's kind of setting up in bunker mode really forces them to stay together, be able to heal each other, be able to revive each other, and bring each other back into the fight. All right, let's swap back over to Gorilla 152. You can see he's making his way up towards the center here. Team's doing a good job staying tight. Aldenhammer here. Full up on shields, full up on health. Doing a good job, moving methodically as a team. Looks like somebody may have identified something and marked it. You can see Mighty Coldbug here. Doing a really good job staying tight, working as a team. All right, swap over to Barebow Fraggins, working his way towards his team. Looks like they might be setting up their fort right here. And that's going to require that the other team comes after them. Eventually, the storm is going to force the other team towards the center. And at some point, they'll have to show themselves. All right, swapping back over to Gorilla 152. Again, this is the Hillsboro Storm team from Hillsboro, Oregon. They were a little bit late getting started. They had an Overwatch match that ran a little bit late. Saw some good editing there by Gorilla 152. Swapping over here at Aldenhammer. We've in practices we've been doing a lot of bunker fights, a lot of build battles. It's been a lot of fun. The kids like doing it, so it's been a big priority of practice. All right, swapping over to Mighty Coldbug. He's got some Overwatch here, looking over PC4, Gorilla 152, who's out there doing some exploring. Let's take a look at him. He's working his way back towards the fort that they're building. See if somebody's got eyes on. I hear somebody marking. Looks like they are there up there at Lucky. Looking to pull that shot. 108 damage. Nice crack there by Aldenhammer. Nice accurate shot. All right, looks like PC6, Mighty Coldbug, has a beat on the enemy. Looks like the storm is going to force them this way, so let's see if they fall back towards their fort, toward their bunker position. Nice crack there, 52. Let's see what else we got going on. We've got Barebow Fragons up here, raining some fire down on them. Flipping over to PC4. Nice crack there. Gorilla 152. Doing good job dropping down to reload his ammo. Nice crack again. Nice accurate shooting from across the map. You can see the storm is forcing them this direction. Barebow Fragon's taking heavy fire, but rebuilds his ramps. And having the high ground here has been really beneficial to him. Let's take a look here at Aldenhammer. You see some grenades coming in from the other team there, trying to take out the fort, but it's a pretty sturdily built fort. I don't know if they're going to be able to take it out there. He's got the scope here, see if he can find anybody home. Going to work his way down to ground level, potentially try to flank, get some more resources. You can see the storms pushing in on them, and it is ultimately going to pull them from their fort. Oh, the sniper shot there doesn't find anybody. All right, let's swap over here. Looks like Mighty Coldbug got knocked. Barebow Fragons, he's knocked. Gorilla 152, he's knocked. Aldenhammer, last man standing here. He's in the storm. He's going to have to make a move towards the Hillsboro Storm. He does have a beat on one of their players, working his way up. Nice edit there. Works right into him. Good shotgun deliveries and knocks down one of the opposing players. Last man standing. This has been kind of the story of the last couple of weeks. With Aldenhammer works his way down. Nice elimination to finish him off. Has some time to top off with his minis there. See, they're working their way up towards him. Looks like it's at least going to be a 2v1. He's really low, got in a fight. It's going to be a 2v1 here, and that's not going to bode well for him. And that's going to give the Storm the first points of the map. So we'll go ahead and credit them points, and we'll go right into this next round and just kick this next round off since we're running a little bit behind. So it looks like that was a really good match. Looks like the technique worked for them, but they ended up having to push because their fort was a little bit too close to the storm. And that really chased us out of our high point as much as it did chase the Hillsboro team from their perch up there at Lucky. All right, so we are still following Aldenhammer here. Got a nice rifle right there. Swap over to Gorilla 152. Let's see if starting out at Lucky bodes well for them this time. Mighty Coldbug here. Down at the bottom, the base of Lucky, collecting some of that metal from those metal rock there. All right, let's check out Barebow Fragons here. He's got full shields, full health. Swap back over here. Gorilla 152, full shields, full health. Nice med kit there. That's going to help out. All right. Aldenhammer. It's been a really tough day for the Hanover teams. We're 0-3 on the day, so looking for the Gold Horde team to hopefully walk away with a win for us today. See a nice gold shotgun there. All right, swap over to Mighty Coldbug. Team's done a pretty good job of staying together here. The Lucky, kind of the perch up here, is where the other team was set up. So I'll be interested to see where they rotated to this time. All right, let's swap back over to Gorilla 152 here. Doing a good job collecting that brick. Let's see if he can get eyes on any of the enemy positions here. And one of the benefits of Lucky is kind of having a good line of sight over the rest of the battlefield here. Here you see PC5, Aldenhammer. Somebody let a shot go. Not sure if that was accidental. All right, Mighty Coldbug. He's got a chug jug there. He's got a nice complement of weapons. Submachine gun. He's got a rifle, full chug jug. So he's well equipped and ready to go once the action actually kicks off here. Swapping back to Gorilla 152. Again, this is week 5 of the season, round 5 of 8. This is the inaugural Fortnite season for XP League, so a lot of good lessons learned. A lot of really solid Fortnite teams out there. But every week we learn a little bit more and get a little bit better, and so does our competition. So, all right, Gorilla 152 here. Somebody's raining out some shots. Let's see who's taking those shots. Might be Aldenhammer. See, they decide to bunker down here. You got to be careful bunker down here, though, because we are on the edge of where the storm can chase you down. So, Aldenhammer pushing forward here. You can see Gamer PC7, Bobo Fraggins is just ahead of him. Looks like everybody's making a move towards the center here. And looks like this is where they're going to bunker down. Heard a shot ring out. Not sure if that was friendly. Might have been PC6, Mighty Coldbug here. He's got eyes on. Looks like they are making the push to the center by gliding in. Again, there's Aldenhammer here taking some crack shots at them as they float down. Barebow Fraggins here, kind of playing peekaboo over the top of the tower here, able to knock their wall down. Might become a war of attrition here. You can see movement both in the tower and down below. You can see he marked the position of one of the opposing Storm players. Yeah, let's see who else is getting into the mix here. This is Mighty Coldbug working his way up and around the tower. Trying to pick off that player floating down. Difficult to get those shots in as they launch themselves up and over and towards the Horde's position. Barebow Fraggins here building the tower up. PC Gamer 4 here getting the shotgun battle. Did manage to get some damage on the opposing player. Took some himself. Dropping his way down. Working his way towards him. Trying to heal. Not going to let him get that. And he's going to knock him. So good job there by Gorilla 152. Gets that elimination. We got a good battle going on here with Barebow Fraggins working his way around the edge. Trying to get positioning on him as he builds up and out. PC Gamer 5, Aldenhammer here gets the knock and eliminates another Storm player. So I believe we got a 4v2 situation here favoring the Horde. Aldenhammer doing a good job working his way back towards the enemy. He's going to chase him down and knock him and take him out. And there should be just one more Storm member remaining. All 4 members of the Horde are still standing. See if they can chase him out or if the Storm is going to chase him out. Pushing them towards that center point, towards that tree. There you see, it looks like they may have found him. Let me see who's actively engaging at this point. Gamer PC4 here, that's Gorilla 152. Looks like Mighty Coldbug might have a bead on him. It's hard to say who's chasing him down right at this point. Aldenhammer here manages to get the last elimination and the victory for the Horde. So good job for the Horde. Battle back against a tough Hillsboro Storm team to even the score. So a really fun match to watch. Really evenly matched teams here as we drop in for this third map. So the score is tied 1-1. Looks like we're going to stick with heading to Lucky following Aldenhammer here. Let's switch over to Gorilla 152. Really good play by everybody involved. The team stayed together. They build when they need to. They're really cognizant on their positioning, really disciplined with their fires. So that was a fun match to watch. Fun to see them come back from that, losing that first round and coming up strong. All right, somebody's throwing some rounds down. Looks like we got some engagement. Barebow Fraggins already initiating against the enemy. We'll see if kind of giving away our position this soon in the battle's going to help or not. All he had was a pistol at that point. So lots of fires taking place now. All right, following Gorilla 152 here. He is nearly full on shields, full up on health. Number 5, Aldenhammer, done a good job collecting the stone. All right, number 6, Mighty Coalbug. On some shooting. All right, PC7 Barebow Fraggins gathering some of that metal. Obviously critical for building your fort, particularly the base of your fort, to keep it from getting knocked out from under you. Typically, you'll want to build your foundational elements of your forts with the heavier materials, such as brick or steel, to keep them from shooting it out from under you. And then you save the wood for those really quick battles to kind of put up those protective walls. All right, PC5, Aldenhammer. All right, so we'll see if they adopt the same strategy here. Going to Lucky, collecting the as many mats as they can, and then pushing towards center, setting up that bunker, getting position, and then really forcing the other team to come at you. You can see them down there on the other side of what we call lava. You can see Mighty Coalbug here is kind of marking them out where they're at. They're all 4 together. He's going to take some shots. Nothing finds its way home. And swap over to CNH Gamer PC7 here. Kind of scoping them out. Here's some shots coming back this way. The team's working their way back together. See if they decide to rotate. So one of the opposing players did manage to work his way towards the Horde position. Mighty Coalbug's here in a battle. See if he's able to win it. Nice shotgun blast. Gets up underneath, but it's a 2v1. Unfortunately, you're not going to win many of those. Swapping back to Gorilla 152. Aldenhammer here. Nice cracks. Nice long distance shots there. Taking a nade. Nice launch on the nade as well. End up getting some damage on the opposing player there. He's going to take a fight right to him. Going to work his way towards him. Let's follow this action, see if they've got anything else going on. CNH Gamer PC, we just got Aldenhammer here. Aldenhammer and Barebow Fraggins are the last 2 remaining players for the Horde here. Let's see what Barebow Fraggins, he's down here at the base while Aldenhammer works his way up. Throwing those grenades. Yeah, got a good crack there. He's dropped down. He's got positioning. See if he's able to, he does, knock another one of the Hillsboro players down. So Aldenhammer, excellent match play right here. See if he's able to take him out and finish him off, which he does. That's going to take out, should be 1 remaining Hillsboro player left. Aldenhammer, last man standing, uses the launch pad there to launch him towards the encampment that the Storm were set up in. Working his way up, trying to get up and above the opposing Storm player. He's nearly full on shields, nearly full on health. He's got a beat. He's moving really well against a big jump there. Gets down. Really good match taking place here between Hillsboro Storm. Nice crack there, 63. See if he's able to land another one as the Storm pushes him further and further towards the interior. It's a 3v1 situation, though. Tough to fight that one, and Hillsboro is going to win that one. So we'll go ahead and credit them. They'll go up 2-1 on the Horde. We'll keep these matches rolling because we got to keep rolling. We got a late start to this one. All right, so the Horde need to win this match to keep the game going. This is a best of 5, so the first of 3 points is going to win it. All right, CNH Gamer PC4. I think the Horde were a little bit surprised when the opposing team pushed in, and they were kind of picked apart one by one before they could fully engage the Storm as a team. All right, so we are currently following Gorilla 152. All right, swapping over to Aldenhammer. All right. Looks like they might already have a bead on the enemy position. Nice crack there. Good accurate shooting from Aldenhammer here as he engages. Couple more good cracks. They might not know where that fire's coming from, but they got a beat on him. Another nice crack there. So Aldenhammer really accurate with that assault rifle. Swap over to Gorilla 152. He's pushing closer in on the action. Obviously, he's drawing the fire at this point. Probably letting Aldenhammer get his shots in. Gamer PC5, this is Aldenhammer. Took some damage there, but getting some good cracks on the enemy. See if he's able to drop down in on him. Oh, just missed dropping in right behind him there. But does manage to come behind him. Gets an elimination there. Takes out a Storm player. Nice crack on another one. See if he's able to jump up there and get behind him. Doing a good job working his way towards him. Good battle there. He does manage to eliminate a Hillsboro, but not before he's taken out by an opposing player. Who we got left? Barebow Fraggins is still in the fight. CNH Gamer PC6 does manage to bring back one of his teammates there. So good job there. That's one thing we talked about, was doing a good job staying with your team and resuscitating, bringing back your teammates to the fight. Critical piece. Barebow Fraggins here put some fires down, knocking down the higher part of their tower. So good defensive fires there. So the Horde is still 3 strong at this point, with Aldenhammer being knocked out. But Aldenhammer did manage to take out a couple of the opposing Storm players. Accurate fire coming down from the Storm, high up on that perch. But the Storm itself is going to start driving them down this way. Following Gorilla 152 here, swapping over to Mighty Coalbug. He's getting his Chug Jugs topped off. Gorilla 152 making his way towards the enemy position, and he gets the victory. So good job there to the Horde to battle back. This is going to come down to the last match here. So here we are dropping in. This is going to be for the win. So great match fought on both sides of the house. GG's over to the Storm so far. Or I should say GR. Good round. And pretty evenly matched teams here. So far, it's a lot of fun to watch. So. All right, so we're watching Gorilla 152 here. I think he had the last winning shot there with that shotgun blast. We got Aldenhammer here. All right, so collecting those resources. All right, Mighty Coalbug. Following him, he's full up on shields and health. All right, Barebow Fraggins. All right, big important part of these initial matches is to Get as many materials, weapons, supplies as you can for the ultimate 4v4 that's going to happen typically towards the center of the map. Sometimes that doesn't necessarily happen. But yeah, should be a lot of fun once these two get into it. All right, Gorilla 152 here. All right, we got our Overwatch players coming in. We're doing our team placements today, as well as doing the award ceremony from last season. So this is the last round of this match. The Hillsboro Oregon Storm tied with the Horde Gold team. For Fortnite, we are 2-2. Okay. All right. All right, Gamer PC5, Aldenhammer here.
In math, I do really poorly, but in like social studies, I do really great.
All right, doing a good job. They've fought their way back into this match each and every time. So it'd be interested to see who gets this last win here. All right, been a heck of a match to watch. A lot of fun. All right, swap over Mighty Coldbug here. Mighty Coldbug. Collecting the resources, collecting those metal materials, which are so critically important. All right, so again, it's tied 2-2. I have to apologize. I'm talking to Overwatch kids as they come in to get those set up. He's got a bead here. Gamer PC4, Gorilla 152 has a bead on one of the opposing players, but falls back smartly, working his way back towards the team. That's the last thing we want to get is one-on-one matches. Looks like Barebow Fraggins, unfortunately, he's going to be overwhelmed by that push by that team coming in so quickly. Aldenhammer chucking grenades up there at the enemy position. So we still have a 3v4 situation. Aldenhammer here. I'm sorry, this Gorilla 152. Fire's coming in behind him. All right, taking time to get a chug jug. Gorilla 152, he's been chased down by the opposing Storm team. All right. They've done a good job of falling back and disengaging from the enemy position. They came in hard and aggressively, but you can see the Storm is coming in. That's chasing them out. You got a Gorilla 152. Oh, wow. 3 of the Storm members taking him out at the Storm. So it's going to be Aldenhammer and Mighty Coldbug here. So the 2 lone remaining members here. Oh, shoot. Let me switch back to Aldenhammer. He's being chased. Blasts himself away smartly. Gets away from the action. Allows himself to get that chug jug. Let's see what's happening with Mighty Coldbug here. You see he's going to chuck some nades, see if he's able to make those stick, but he's overwhelmed by the Storm team. It's going to be a 1v4 to decide this match. So let's see if Aldenhammer is able to carry the team here on to victory. It's going to be tough because this Storm team is moving with conviction and really aggressively. So. All right, he's being careful, working his way back, building himself protective barriers, hoping he can get those good long-range shots in because he starts moving towards them too close. They're going to overwhelm him pretty quickly. Smartly puts the jump pad there. It's going to allow him to cross the map and get away from their push, but that Storm's going to keep him restricted pretty tight. So this is a tough road ahead for him to here. See if he can get some good cracks. Nice accurate shoots from across the map here. Does take out their tower as they try to build their way towards him. The Storm is driving them out, so he's got an advantage of that. Tried the harpoon gun, but they're going to be shooting his tower as he builds up out from under him. Again, it's a 1v4 situation, so a tough challenge laid at the foot of Aldenhammer here. Does get a nice hit there, 74 damage to the enemy. Dropping down towards the enemy again. They've got their hands full trying to deal with him, but he is going to be taken out, and that is going to do it. The Storm are going to go up and defeat the Horde 3-2. So good game to the Storm, good game to the Horde. Really well fought match. That was a lot of fun to watch, even though they lost. Had a good time watching it. So good game. Thanks for watching the stream. We'll be back next week with some Fortnite and Overwatch action. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll be back next week. Thanks a lot.